Let's jump right in. Welcome to this explainer. If you've ever stood at the front of a room armed with nothing but a slide deck, just hoping you're ready for literally whatever gets thrown at you, well, you are definitely in the right place. Today, we're completely reframing how we build and deliver pitches. Because let's be real, AI is no longer just a novelty or some fun text generator. It's actually become an absolutely crucial co-pilot for the entire presentation journey, taking us all the way from a blank page to securing that final handshake. I want to kick things off with a story from Mary Beth Hazeldine. She's a corporate banking veteran who spent 25 years watching boardroom deals live and die. She talks about this one executive who spent 14 hours building an absolutely bulletproof deck. I mean, every slide was polished, the data was perfect, the whole shebang. But then, the CFO asked a single question. What happens to the margin if we delay by a quarter? And she froze. Not because she wasn't smart, but simply because she hadn't spent a single minute preparing for the Q&A. So it really begs the question, right? Why do so many incredibly smart professionals get caught off guard like this? Think about it. We spend almost all of our time on the visual polish, staring at slides, endlessly tweaking bullet points. Meanwhile, the actual decision-making phase of the meeting, which is the Q&A, gets completely ignored. And it's mostly because preparing for unknown questions feels impossible. But today, we're going to show you exactly how AI changes that equation forever. Okay, here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with Phase 1, designing slides with AI. Then Phase 2, rehearsing without an audience. Phase 3, mastering the Q&A session. And finally, Phase 4, the ethics of AI meetings. Let's get to it. Phase 1, designing slides with AI. This is all about moving from a blank page to a polished deck. Let's compare the old way with the new way. The old workflow, that meant hours of manual drafting, writing copy, and fighting with layout formatting. We've all been there, right? The AI workflow, on the other hand, means generating presentation structures, visual mockups, and cohesive scripts in literally a matter of minutes. By outsourcing that heavy lifting of layout and initial drafting to AI, you're freeing yourself up to focus on the high-level strategy and, most importantly, making a real connection with your client. Think of these specific tools as your new personal design team. Take Canva Magic Design, for example. It can take a simple text prompt and auto-organize a 14-page presentation with logical sections like strategy and expected results in seconds. Crazy, right? Then for interior designers and architects, Midjourney creates stunning mood boards and material palettes. Tools offering AI sketch to mockup can take your rough, hand-drawn concepts and instantly turn them into realistic visual interpretations for the client. And of course, ChatGPT acts as your dedicated copywriter, crafting tailored project descriptions and really tight presentation scripts. Moving right along to Phase 2, rehearsing without an audience. This is about perfecting your delivery before the real thing. Okay, so practicing in front of a bathroom mirror, that gives you zero actionable data. But now you can actually match your exact presentation anxiety to the tool that cures it. Like if you have a huge board meeting and need to practice defending your margins, Insight 7 acts as an AI coach that actually simulates audience pushback. If you speak too fast or say, way too much, Udly gives you precise analytics on your delivery and filler words. Sitting in a hotel lobby 15 minutes before a pitch, Ori runs right on your phone for a quick confidence check. Terrified of large crowds, virtual speech literally puts you in a VR simulation of a boardroom. For remote workers, Poised gives you live, real-time nudges privately on your screen during Zoom calls. And for building long-term skills, Speako gives you daily micro habits. It's a real game changer. Now, the absolutely crucial takeaway here is to rehearse your transitions. Data from these AI tools actually shows that most of our pacing problems and those massive spikes in filler words, they don't happen while we're reading a slide. They happen when our brain is shifting gears from one slide to the next. So when you use these AI rehearsal tools, pay special attention to those little moments between your ideas. All right, Phase 3, mastering the Q&A session. This is where proposals actually live or die. 10. That is the number of minutes it takes to gain a massive structural advantage over everyone else in the room. Just 10 minutes of AI roleplay can completely close the preparation gap that catches so many executives off guard. So, how do we do it? It breaks down into an exact 5-step workflow. First, feed your proposal context to your AI. Give it the budget, the timeline, the core ask. Second, assign the AI a specific stakeholder role. Third, have it generate 15 to 20 unique questions based on those roles. Fourth, use the AI to help you draft tight 15-second answers. And fifth, you want to stress test your weakest answers by asking the AI for follow-up questions. But listen,
The magic here all happens in step 2, how you prompt the AI. If you just use a generic prompt like, what questions will they ask? You're going to get generic, useless questions. You have to use a role-play prompt. Tell the AI, you are a skeptical CFO who has seen 3 similar proposals fail. What are your top concerns? By assigning a hostile, highly specific persona, you generate incredibly accurate and deeply realistic questions.
In fact, you should run your presentation against these 3 specific personas. First, the skeptical finance prompt. They will absolutely grill you on ROI. Next, the technically skeptical prompt, which will attack your implementation timeline. But the most dangerous one? That's the political challenger prompt. Tell the AI to act as a VP who's competing for the exact same budget. They want to sound supportive in public, but secretly they want your proposal deferred. The AI will generate questions designed entirely to create subtle doubt. Believe me, if you can survive the AI political challenger, you can survive the actual boardroom. And when it's finally time to answer those questions, whatever you do, do not ramble. The length of your answer is inversely correlated with how confident you sound. Instead, use this 15-second formula: position, evidence, implication. Your position is just a direct, one-sentence answer. Your evidence is one single supporting data point, and your implication, that connects it right back to the overall decision. That's 3 sentences. It completely avoids wandering answers, signals total confidence, and proves you've done the work.
Okay, let's look at phase 4, the ethics of AI meetings. This is about recording and analyzing with integrity.
Bringing AI into the boardroom to record, transcribe, or analyze your live meetings is incredibly powerful. But, according to the experts at Sharpen Notes, there are 4 non-negotiable pillars here. First up, privacy and data protection. Your tools simply must use end-to-end encryption, no exceptions. Second, transparency and consent. Everyone in the room has to be informed that AI is being used, and they need to be allowed to opt out. Third is bias mitigation. We really have to ensure that AI's meeting summaries aren't playing favorites based on algorithmic bias. And fourth, human accountability. We always have to remember that AI is designed to complement human decision-making, not replace it entirely. The final accountability always remains with you. If an AI tool generates a meeting summary or an action item list, a human presenter must be the one verifying that data before it ever goes out to the client or the team. Your next presentation advantage. Let's bring it all together. So, we've seen how you can accelerate your slide design from hours down to just minutes. We've seen how you can leverage targeted rehearsal analytics to fix those tricky delivery transitions. And we've seen how you can map out your opponent's toughest questions before they even think to ask them, all while maintaining strict ethical compliance. So I'll leave you with this final thought. In your next big meeting, your competitors are going to spend 14 hours perfecting their font sizes, and then they're going to walk into the Q&A completely blind. You, on the other hand, now have the exact workflow to simulate the most hostile executives in the room, draft bulletproof 15-second answers, and do it all in the time it takes to drink a cup of coffee. Your competitors won't prepare for the Q&A. Will you use your 10 minutes? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and good luck in the boardroom.